okay. I think the microphone should be okay. Hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. Also, I'm starting this as my washing machine is on the, like, fucking take-off part of the cycle where it's as loud as possible. So apologies if you can hear the washing machine. But I am going to chill and do some stuff this evening. I do, however, need to, surprise, surprise, tidy my desk up. So I'm going to quickly do that before I get into anything. But basically, I want to catch up with my square a day stamper thing, a hole puncher thing in my diary. I want to catch up with that because I'm really, really far behind on that. And I'm just going to square punch a load of stuff and put it in. I have a Tony's, this is like, I've become obsessed with this, Tony's Chocolonely, but it's the creamy hazelnut crunch flavour. Oh my god. There are no words. Genuinely, there are no words. So I have that, which I can do a little square punch from. Also, these are amazing. Okay, I went to IKEA recently and I bought 2 more. I already had 2. They're like little phone and tablet holders, but they're so handy. Like, insanely. So I have one here. I leave one in the kitchen so I can use it when I wash up. And I bought 2 more so that I can have one in the bedroom and then maybe one in the bathroom, but I worry in the bathroom it might just absorb a load of liquid. And also, I don't think I really need a phone holder in the bathroom because I listen to music when I'm in the shower, but I don't think I really need it to hold my phone like that. So I might keep one of these on the other side of the living room, potentially. But it's also good for me to have multiples of things that aren't super expensive because I will misplace things really easily. So, but yeah, if you're looking for like a good phone holder, these are great. And I think it's like £1. I'm sure it's like £1 something. Or it must be, I wouldn't say, there'd be like a £5 max, but I don't think they're a £5 because if I bought 2, that would have cost me £10. And I don't know that I would have spent that much money. Yeah, so I need to get myself sorted out. The thing is, right, I'm tidying right now, but I'm also tired, so I'm just like, oh, let me just put this over here. And that's the problem, is that everything I just like, you know, it's like that chair that you put stuff on, which is my computer chair. I put all of my shit on that, and then when I get on my computer, I have to take it all off and I put it on the bed, and then I sit on my computer, and then when I'm done on the computer, you know, this is the same scenario. I have this escape room game, which I got from Aldi, I think it was. Me and my partner did it recently. It's very good, but it was one that we're not going to like donate or give to like a friend or anything like that. So I get to keep all of the fun bits of paper and stuff in there because there's like really nice papers that came in this one. This is like a Japanese themed one and really cute like envelopes. So because it was one that we wouldn't be able to donate or give to a friend, I'm going to keep that. I need to go through it really and sort out the bits I'm keeping and the bits I'm not keeping. But yeah, I love doing escape room games. We always find ones that are 2 players so that we can play them together. We try like to not do like write on stuff if we can help it. Like I always use, like I have these like scraps that I keep. So we'll use like scrap paper and stuff to write on instead of writing on whatever's provided in the box, so that we can maybe donate it or give it to someone. Or if it's something that I can like print out again, or you know what I mean? But that one just wasn't possible, and I can't remember why specifically, but it wasn't possible. So also I double checked this time before recording that I didn't have food around my mouth. Because I feel like the past 2 videos I've had food around my mouth. Or there's been something. Definitely in the previous video I had food around my mouth. And that wasn't cool. I didn't enjoy that very much because I got to editing and I was like, great, this is really distracting. So my plan, let me get my Dr. Pepper real quick. Oh, I think the beast, oh no, he's realised I'm filming. Oh, he was asleep upstairs and he realised I'm filming. No, please. It's literally 7:30, okay? I've been in the house for like 2.5 hours and now I'm filming. He's screaming. My plan is to catch up with my square a day part of my diary with my square puncher thing. I need to finish drawing the thumbnail for my video. It's like 2 videos before this one. I need to finish doing the thumbnail for that. I also thought of a really fun idea for bead weaving. I do have the beaded project still, of course, but I thought of a really cute Stardew Valley themed, oh, he's playing with his toy. Stardew Valley themed bead little project surrounding Junimos. So I'm going to hopefully sit and figure out what I need to start that, because I actually got some bead sets from Lidl the other day. These are the colours. I'm trying to show it without glare. I think actually these might be the perfect, like this might be the perfect set for me to do this with. Because I think the Junimos are a lot of these colours. I didn't realise how many colours there were. Yeah, I didn't realise how many coloured Junimos there were until I Googled all the colours and I was like, holy shit. I guess I never really thought about it. Because when I think about the Junimos, I think I just think of like one of the little cutscenes where they dance and stuff. And I feel like there's like 5 or 6 maybe. I mean, my memory's awful, so yeah, I don't know. But I wanted to like sit and plan out, get like a little pixel plan for it, so then I can like put together the beads and stuff and I can just get stuck into it. But obviously I need something to like work off of. So that's kind of my vibe. I think right now I'm gonna do my diary first because I want to get caught up with that, and that's like an easy one to do. Yeah, so the 18th is when I last did this, and it is today the 26th. So yeah, I am I am quite a bit behind, but that's fine. I kind of decided to be do you know what, I do want to, I am like, oh god, hide the mess, but as long as there's nothing that can dox me here. But honestly, I'm a messy person, and I find it hard to believe that everyone who might end up watching this video, there isn't at least one person who is messy like me. So I'm not shaming myself, so we're gonna allow the mess. We're going to accept the mess for what it is. So let me gather. I have this. I also got a little booklet from a shop recently that had a load of like cute bird pictures. Because I tell you what I did do, the bird watch. I did the big bird watch. Because it was this past weekend. That little booklet I have had some bird pictures. So I want to put a bird picture as yesterday's. Yeah, I'm just going to find some like things I like the look of and I'm going to square punch them. I did want to do them so that it was something relevant to each day. But in all honesty, I can't keep up. And there's no sense in me throwing it all away because I wasn't able to keep up with like doing something specific for every day. Do you know what I mean? I want to be more relaxed with it. So I'm gonna find these, and I've got a new Sylvie video to watch. So I'm gonna put that on and watch that while I find stuff to square punch. Let me see here.
Organizing the new place. But yeah, that is it. So, that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna take a suitcase with me and leave it empty. I'm gonna get up working here now. Production. Going. I actually have today instead of going, so she's not gonna be alone. She's gonna go for this vlog. I mean, they have more stuff. I mean, these are Dyson gowns. I think it was like a 40. All of these things are like new. I saw something pink, pretty shiny. Testing Japanese house templates, because if you want to get these new, they're gonna cost a lot. They're just cleaning products. They're also brand new. You can buy good in here. And after we leave, touch one of my favorite animes, Kenshin. It's sad kinds of umbrellas. This is so pretty. It's very old lady coated, but they're so hard to clean and they're heavy. They're so heavy. It's 3,000. And they just found this. I feel like this is like the junk corner. There's like a lot of house in there. Really discounted, actually.
Okay, so I'm caught up now. I don't have to I don't have to stress about the square a day. And actually, I ended up like punching more than I needed. So I have a kiwi square left over. And I kind of didn't think about the fact that if I just have like stuff, I don't know why my brain does this, but it's like when I started doing this, in my head it's like, okay, I have to find something from every single day to square punch. And I think that's kind of what made me drop off of it a little bit, is because every day I didn't really get something that I could do that with. Whereas now I'm like, well, if I'm just looking through something and I see something I like the look of, I could just square punch it out and have like a little stack. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I'm caught up. And I really like this. This is really fun. Because even though the ones I've caught up with, although that has relevance because I did do the birdwatch yesterday, although the other ones don't, they're just like things I like as well. So it just makes me happy. But yeah, I'm glad I started doing this. It's interesting. Very interesting thing to do. Although my only thing as well is that my square punch is just a little bit bigger than these squares, so I have to cut them down a little bit, which means I always end up with them either being too short or too long still, and overlapping, and yeah, I don't know, but it's fine. That doesn't really matter too much, does it? It's just my diary. I do need to remember at some point actually to sit and put stickers on my diary, because I haven't done that yet. So now I'm gonna sit and figure out the Junimo things. So I want to make myself... Oh, hey Murray. Oh, this is... I must have started designing one of the game club patches before I did the artwork. Oh my god, how cute. I'm going to tear this out, because I haven't done it in a while. Maybe when I sit and do it again I'll record, but I have a diary, not a diary, I have a sketchbook where I started putting like my... Oh my god, this is from Woolworths. Holy shit. Where I started putting my like sketches for the game club patches, and then I would like print out the finished one and like put it in and write a little thing about it. I thought it was a really nice like thing to remember all of the, you know, work I put into the patches. But I haven't updated it in a really long time. I'll have to do that. So I want to design some Junimos. I want to just like graph them out. Whatever. I can't think of the right word. Okay, so I have a little Junimo. A little tiny Junimo. I'm kind of thinking for what I have planned, I'm wondering if I can just simplify this a little bit. So not necessarily have like the different shades. So say if I use what I have here, although I don't have black here, and I would need black. Do I have black in the other pack? No. Okay, so I will need black beads, which might cause issues if they're a different size, but they might be okay. I think the black beads are going to be smaller, which might be a problem, but also might not be a problem. The issue as well with these beads, I got these ones off of Amazon. They're so like misshapen. These seem to look like they are all the same size and shape, whereas the ones I got on Amazon, it's just like a fucking pick-a-mix madness. Okay, so I think I want to simplify a little bit. I don't think I want to have all the different shades and stuff, at least for the first try. So what I'll do is, because I'd like to... It'd be really cool if I had one of these little boxes empty, so I could just like set up a project in a box. Do you know what I mean? But what I might do is just take this out. I only need 2 of these. Not 2, sorry. 4. I'll put a few in there just so that... I'll put a few of these in here as well, so I have options as I go along. But really I only need 4 for either side for the cheeks. So that's okay. If I take these charms out... Oh, this is cute. Oh, is that a little mushroom? So if I take that out, I can then put the black beads in here. Although I might... Let me check my other beads to see if I have any ones that are a bit bigger and more consistent shapes. I love this. I think I did show it in a video a long time ago, but I got this 2 Christmases ago to put all my seed beads in. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, actually, that might be perfect. You know what? I'm going to put a couple of those in there. Potential cheeks. Yeah, let me put a few of these in, because these also might be good potential cheeks. Because I like that they have colour in, and then they have like clear around the middle, so it might make it look more blushy. If I just pour a load of those in there. They're not much bigger than those ones, but they're more consistent sizes. And I don't think I have any other options. Yeah, but that's fine, because this is just a tester anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm trying to remember what I started the beaded project with, because I don't think that was thread. I feel like it was more of a metal. Was it? What did I start you out with? Oh no, it was the like plasticky. No, I don't want to use that because it just comes undone so easily. Here's a proof of life. The bead project is still here. I will sit down and do more of this. I definitely will. I might do a few loops in here because I don't want this to break easily. Because I'm not sure, with the beader project I've been using this bead thread, but I'm not sure whether with this it might be better for me to use like a wire. I guess that's, you know, I'll figure that out as I go, I suppose. So I don't know how long I would need the thread. I'm trying to think based on, I think this usually lasts a few rows. It's not going to be too many rows here. So I'm just going to I'm just going to risk it. I'm just going to snip. And then let me nail varnish the end. Okay, where was I? Before my camera got completely obliterated, the SD card got full up. Before I started filming this evening, I transferred everything. I was like, okay, I'm going to transfer everything from my camera to my PC so that I can clear up the SD card ready for filming this evening. And clearly I did that, but forgot the main part, which was to then like wipe the SD card so that I could have the room to film. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, to be honest. It's quite handy because it made me figure out how to delete stuff directly from the camera. I need to get some more of this because it's about to run out and I need it for the beaded project. I think I bought that one from Hobbycraft. However, I think I'll try somewhere else. Only because it's like, as soon as you cut this one or even touch it, the fibres just start separating, which isn't great, really. So I might see, I mean, I guess maybe that's just kind of the way it is, potentially. But I might see if there's a way to not have that be the way it is. Okay, so... I'm so looking forward to my Joji vinyl. I pre-ordered the Piss in the Wind. Is that his new album? And I ordered a vinyl and a jumper, and I'm so fucking excited. Also really happy because he has a shop like in the UK, so I don't have to pay like the insane fees for it to come from America or wherever. Very, very grateful. Oh, there's Dexter hair everywhere. Right, so let's begin, I guess. But, oh my god, I've been listening to a lot of Joji as a result, which is always a good thing. I've been listening to loads of Joji, and I've been listening to loads of BB No Dollar, as Google calls him. And now, as a result, I call him. And I have been obsessed. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. It's been a little bit since I did the beaded project, I'm not going to lie. So, my tactic is probably going to be completely balked. Without me, and I hope it's true. Okay, I don't think that's correct. But it's fine. Actually, I'm going to stick with it. I realise the problem. Because what I need is, maybe this. Oh my god, this is... this is frustrating. Okay, I really don't have good... I feel like I have terrible motor skills, I'm going to be honest with you. And the like, awkward parts or the starting parts in bead weaving, very difficult to wrap my head around. Okay, so I've done that. That's gone around the top. And then if I go through the second one again... No, because I need it to sit like that, really. Yeah, I feel like I might need to use like a wire for this. Really, I could do with having something where I could just like pin. You know, I could pin it onto like a foam or something while I work. Okay, okay, I'm getting somewhere. Yes, it's coming back to me. So I need to do 2 rows at a time. Yes, I think I know what I'm doing, maybe. Please don't not. Thank you. Okay, so if I look at the beaded project for reference, I think I did 2 at a time, didn't I? So, from here, I would then go underneath and then out, underneath, out. Yeah, so what I really need to do is another black bead here to see where I am. Where am I? I'm on the 3rd row currently. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, my bead! No! Where did it go? Okay, well, it's gone forever. I'll stand up and then I'll just hear like a million beads fall. But yeah, are you working on anything right now? Any projects? I'm always interested in what sort of like hobby things people do. It doesn't have to be like crafty stuff, do you know what I mean? Or if anyone's playing any games. I don't know if I said already, but I got Balatro and I was having a lot of fun with that. And then I got, what's it called? Ballionaire, I think it's called. That's been really fun because I love like Plinko. I don't know why, I just find Plinko really satisfying. I've been enjoying Ballionaire because it is just like, well, it's just Plinko really, isn't it? Sorry, I'm trying to suss out what the hell I'm doing here. In this project, not like on planet Earth, but I mean that one's an unanswerable question. Yeah, so I've been enjoying that. I've been wanting to get back into RimWorld again because I haven't played it for a little while. but I kind of just haven't had a lot of time. And it's handy now it's on the laptop. But yeah, I just kind of haven't really sat down and done it. This weekend, like, just passed, wasn't, like, crazy busy, but I just got really fucking, like, fatigued out of nowhere. I have these, like, times, and I have for, like, years, like, for as, oh my god, like, fucking over 10 years, where I'll just get really exhausted. I just get zapped out of nowhere, and I have to take a nap. And I got like that at the weekend, and it kind of screwed my day up a little bit. Because then I feel really, like, hazy. Especially if I get woken up from a nap. I don't wake up naturally. That really makes it even more hazy. And I really try not to nap now, because I wake up so much in the night that I kind of want to save up all my sleep for bedtime. If I possibly can. But I also kind of, like, when it's the weekend or something, I kind of also think I should just let myself. If my brain and my body are, like, knackered, I feel like that it's like a bit of a sign, you know, where my brain's asking for a bit of downtime, and I feel like I should listen. So it's not often I nap, but yeah, in that situation I was kind of like, I was like editing a video, and then I looked over at the bed, and Dexter was sleeping on the bed, and I was like, it's time for cat naps. And I went over and I had a nap with him. I love having cat naps with them. And then, yeah, I did the bird watch on Sunday. So you have to count the birds when they land. You can't count flying ones. So I did see a lot of birds, but ones that would qualify, I think I ended up with like 1 pigeon, 2 magpies, and then I saw like 72 sparrows. But they were on I haven't submitted my results yet. I need to remember to do that. But they were on like a power wire thing. So I don't know if they count. I assume they do, because they did land. It's just that they didn't land on the floor. I couldn't believe it when I saw them and I was like counting them. I was like, this can't be true. 72. But it was real. It was real, man. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So that was really fun. I only started doing the birdwatch last year, because I don't know if I did say, but I don't know if it is in like the footage that I didn't end up doing anything with from like the end of year / beginning of this year. I really have come to appreciate birds a lot more, because when I started going for walks for my mental health, to get out of like my looping thoughts, I would try and like distract myself with something around me. And whenever you go on walks, usually there's birds around. So I started to like really take notice of the birds, and as a result I've kind of like really come to love birds a lot more and appreciate them a lot more, because I'm very, very grateful to the birds for helping me, because them just existing and doing their thing has really they don't know, but they have helped me a lot. And so now when I go out, I'll look for the birds, you know, and just watch what they're doing and stuff. So yeah, and even like sitting and doing the bird watch on Sunday, I kind of was like, man, I never sit here and just like watch the birds, like it from my home, you know what I mean? Never sit down and watch them, and they're just so like peaceful to watch. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And I watched Rocky Horror as well, because we have a new, I don't know if you saw, but when I recorded, whether it was visible, but there's like 2 speakers behind me now on the walls. We have like a new surround sound system set up. So we watched Rocky Horror to test it out, and I love Rocky Horror, but it was just so fun, like with the surround sound. Yeah, that's such a great movie. So it ended up being a really nice Sunday, I have to say. And I've been playing Are We There Yet?, which is a really fun game. It's like a co-op game. I don't know if you'd be able to play it on your own. I guess you could play it on your own. I'm assuming you can do single player. I've been playing it with friends, and that's been a lot of fun. It's so silly. I really love like all of these multiplayer. I feel like there's been such like a boost in multiplayer games, and that makes me really happy, because I don't know whether it was just the kind of games I like, or whether it was that there really wasn't much, but it does feel like there's so many more options now, especially of like just silly games, you know. I really love silly games, and RV There Yet is definitely a silly game. So if you haven't played it, basically like you are in an RV, and you and your friends like have to drive it from, I guess you're at like a campsite, and then you need to like leave and go home, but there's like a lot of obstacles you have to get through and get past, and it's just so silly, and like the RV will break and you have to mend it, and you have to put like planks down to get over obstacles, and you should check it out. if you enjoy like video games, and if you're looking for a multiplayer to play with friends, definitely check it out. It's very fun, like in the way that like Peak is. You know, it's just silly nonsense. So yeah, I've been enjoying that, and me and my partner have been playing through Resident Evil Biohazard again, Resident Evil 7, which I love, and I'm so excited because next month the new Resident Evil's coming out, and we get old Papa Leon, who I love, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So yeah, gaming wise, it's been pretty fun. I'm hoping to get into Fallout 4 sometime soon. I drew my so I have my plan. I've had my plan for my streaming screens for a really long time, and I just haven't sat down and done it because it's going to be a lot of work, and unfortunately my brain's like, a lot of work? Maybe not. So I ended up deciding to just do like a black screen with like, and I just wrote like, this is my starting soon screen. This is my end screen. I decided to just do that because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't go back to streaming. And so I need to actually sit and figure that out too, because I want to get back into playing games and stuff on stream. Because it's been quite a few months now, but it's just difficult because I've been getting into like other things, and also, you know, life had been quite all over the shop, and I am trying to be more like conscious of when I need to cool down and like take some pressure off of myself. I definitely felt like for the past couple months that I've needed that, but it's not been like avoidance, because I'm trying to stop avoidance behaviours, and I think I'm doing that really well, but it was like I only have so much room for being a human, and then all of the responsibilities on top of that, and then any added stresses, you know. The time where I would have been streaming, I kind of wanted to keep for myself, because I would stream like on the weekends in the mornings, or like on a Wednesday morning, and kind of just wanted to have that time back to decompress and stuff. So, but the thing is, I really enjoy streaming, but it's just like, where can I borrow time from? And that was kind of the thing. And obviously, like, I started doing these videos and crafting more, and I enjoy video editing, and I enjoy like filming these bits because I don't have to like be switched on too much as well. Obviously, when I'm streaming, I have to like be a person. I am a person, but you know what I mean. Like, you have to like, for a part, be like switched on. You're playing a game and you're talking, you're interacting, and obviously, you know, you might have like people come in and be nasty and stuff, so you have to have some sort of mental space to handle that, and just socialising can be quite exhausting, even though it's fun. And when I sit and do these videos, I can kind of just like relax. Obviously I have to be some kind of switched on, but mostly I can just sort of chill. So yeah, but I definitely want to get back to streaming. Shit, I fucked up. It's fine, actually. It's fine, though. It doesn't matter. So that's 3. So what I might do is I'll just put another green one on the end here. That's absolutely fine. That's A-okay. So if I put another green one here, yes, that works. And then I put 2. Yeah. Okay, I got it. So yeah, I just did those basic screens, and I was like, I can make the like really detailed, complex one in the future. It's fine. I also drew a Silent Hill meme. And I drew like I guess like lyric image. I don't know what you'd call it. Just like vibes. And I made a separate Instagram account for those because I called it Felt Sad. So I wanted to call it just Felt Sad, but someone already had that. So I called the account Felt Sad. So, and then I post like, so I drew this, or I painted this, or whatever, because I kind of want to my like current Instagram account that matches the name of this channel is really like colourful and has like a certain vibe to it, I feel like, or in my mind it does. And I also want to use it for, you know, whenever I eventually do get onto like Etsy and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of want that account to be more geared towards my videos and things I'm going to create for that purpose, and stuff I am creating, crafts and stuff. But I wanted like I felt like if I do like sad art, it's not really going to fit in with that account. So I kind of wanted just like a separate account where I can like shit post, depression. So yeah, I did like a Silent Hill meme. And I actually kind of like the way it turned out, to be honest. What am I saying? I don't know. I mean, if you're interested, if you're sad like me. I'm not sad all the time, but I definitely do get taken by sadness. Sometimes it's nice just to be able to just like vibe and just post sad shit. Where am I? Who am I? Yeah, so if you like depression meme, sad posting, feel free to check that out. Because, yeah, sometimes I do just want to make sad art. You know what I mean? Or horror-y, dark kind of stuff. Not gory. I don't really make gory. I used to draw a lot of like zombie and shit like that, but I don't really do like gory art. But just like, yeah, I guess kind of shit posting a little bit. There are two wolves inside of me. One is cute and one is depressed. Oh my god, I'm going to the city on Wednesday. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm very excited. I need that 2026 refresher. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, actually. Again, I know, like, do you know what? I don't care if I harp on about it, but it is, like, mind-blowing to me to be like, oh, I'm excited to go to the city on my own, and I'm going to go in early, and I'm going to look around the shops. It's like, what the fuck? Who is she? Who is she? She can handle anything. I actually think I might go to the Hotel Chocolat place and get myself a hot chocolate, because I've said forever that I wanted to treat myself to hot chocolate from there, and I never have. What has happened here? What the fuck has happened? Excuse me, but what the fuck? Yeah, I've never tried one, but there is also like a hot chocolate place that opened up in the city that I also said I would take myself to, and I haven't. So I'm kind of like, oh, which one do I go to? I don't know. But the Hotel Chocolat has been there longer, so maybe I should go to that one first. I don't know what the logic is there, but if any. I'm sure there's something. I was like, treat yourself. Although this month, like going into next month, from payday to payday, I'm trying to spend less frivolously. So I actually haven't really... I did buy a couple of things from the charity shop the other day. But as it's the charity shop, kind of like come to the conclusion that that's okay, as long as I'm not taking the piss. I don't know what I mean by taking the piss, but as long as I'm not just buying loads and loads of stuff. Mostly, I'm trying not to just frivolously spend. Try and save a bit of money. I don't think I really... I mean, I do buy... The thing is, I buy a lot of stuff from the charity shop, and I think that's probably where my issue comes from, because you're like, oh, this is only £1. Oh, this is only £2. And then you don't realise, I think... Because obviously, like, I'll go for walks, and I'll, like, go to charity shops and stuff. As a result, then I don't think I realise, like, how often... Maybe I'm just spending, like, £1 here, £1 there. And also I'll get, like, coffee from a coffee van or a coffee shop, which really does add up. Also, my partner got this, like, little handheld device thing, and it means I can play, like, Game Boy games and stuff like that. And so I started playing Pokemon Yellow, although I need to wait because he's, like, doing something with it. I can't actually, like, fully... It's not fully in my hands just yet, but I started playing Pokemon Yellow and I'm so excited because I feel like it'd be really cool to have something handheld. Although I'm trying to be mindful of, like, just existing in the world and not relying on a device like a phone when I'm in certain scenarios. I'm trying to be bored more. Doing this, I think I said before, but making myself not go on my phone in certain situations has resulted in me, like, engaging in conversation so much more with people I would never have before. Like, I used to use my phone as such a tool for avoiding conversation, avoiding social situations or interactions, because one, my anxiety was terrible, and two, my social anxiety was terrible. So it's like a double whammy. So I would just avoid... If I look at my phone and look busy on my phone, no one will talk to me. There's no obligation to, like, make eye contact or talk to anyone or be part of a conversation. So I used to just always do that. And I stopped doing that in certain situations. I stopped myself going on my phone. And it's been really good. And then I started working on just stopping my auto going on my phone, because I don't think you realise, like, until you stop yourself doing it, I don't think you maybe realise, you might, but you might also think that you don't go on your phone a lot until you stop yourself, until you put in place in your head that I'm going to stop myself every time I reach for my phone. And then it really opens your eyes how often you do that. Like, it is insane. Like, any spare moment you have, I don't mean you necessarily listening, I just mean like general. Any spare moment you have, it's just automatic. Let me check my phone. Have I got any messages? Let me check Instagram. Let me check TikTok. Let me check Discord. Let me just look at my phone. Let me read it. Like, you don't realise, you really don't. And when I was like, I need to stop doing this, because I would spend like hours on Reels. Like, hours. It was terrible. I was like, I need to make a change. And it's like insane. And then, once you start doing that, you realise like how much of that time you could have been doing other things. And you start doing other stuff. Whether it's like when you're in the house, you'll just start like tidying up random bits here and there, or doing chores, or I don't know, just doing something else you care about. You do really recognise it. And then you start to spot around you when other people automatically go for their phone. Anytime there's like a break in doing something, if you have to wait for something, or if there's just a break in something or a silence, it's like, hand on phone, let me look. It is nuts. It really is nuts. I ended up putting like a timer on Instagram, and then I took it off because I got good at stopping, and then I slowly felt myself creeping back into watching Reels again. And so the other day I was like, I'm setting a 1 hour timer on Instagram again, because I should not be spending more than 1 hour. Like, it is insane how quickly that runs out for me. And that's me now, where I feel like I hardly go on Instagram now. It is insane how quick a 1 hour timer runs out. And also to think like I've spent 1 hour of my day on this one social media platform. It's too much, man. It's way too much. I need to like be in reality. I gotta be out here in reality. I dread to think if fucking Tumblr back in the day had a timer, how much I spent on that, fucking hell. But yeah, it's just interesting. I'd say if you haven't ever done that, I'd say just have a look and see. Give it a go. Because it's funny, like, one of the books I started reading / listening to was to help with, like, anxiety, panic, OCD. And the way that he, I guess, tries to get people to learn, it's called You Are Not a Rock by Mark Freeman. And he, as like a way to get you to understand compulsive behaviours that you might, like, I guess specifically related to OCD, but there's stuff you do, I think, around panic disorder, and I mean agoraphobia definitely, and anxiety in general. But anyway, the way he gets you to understand, I guess, compulsions and trying to break the loop of like the cycle of doing them or recognising, is by giving you a practice of every time you want to check your phone, stopping yourself from doing it. And then when you start doing it, you realise how automatic it is. Also how much you're doing it. But you realise like how much of an automatic behaviour it is, and like compulsions are also can be really automatic until you recognise maybe compulsive things you're doing, and then you're able to like break the cycle. And yeah, it's nuts. It really is nuts. I don't think a lot of people out there realise like how compulsively they check their phone. I really don't. And how much time is wasted that you could be like existing outside of it. I sound like a fucking old lady. You're always on that damn phone. But it's true. It really is true. Like, you're not in reality. You're just absorbed into this fucking device. This Black Mirror episode. So yeah, I'd say even if you don't stop yourself from going on your phone, I'd say maybe as a little practice, say to yourself, even if it's for one day, say to yourself, I'm gonna try and like recognise every time I go on my phone, and realise the pattern and how automatic it is, and think about what you could be doing with that time instead. And I'm not saying like going on Instagram and stuff like that is bad. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot for your brain all the time. So much stimulation. Bad, good, bad, good, bad, 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 good, 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 bad, good, bad. You know what I mean? It's just neutral, bad, but it's so much, so quickly to take in. And I just think back, back in my day, God, I am an old lady. But I just think back, like, I guess I would play video games and stuff like that back in the day, but at least I was probably playing games with other people, or I'm engaging my brain in like problem solving, etc. But I'm not absorbing like a million different things one after the other. Or I wasn't, should I say. No, I'm not. Anyway, that's my rant. That's my rant about phone use. I'm not trying to be high and mighty and sitting in my tower, by the way. I'm just very conscious of like well-being and mental health and stuff now. What might negatively affect mental health or quality of life, or being present in the moment, spending time with people around you rather than a fucking screen, addressing why you might be spending more time on a screen than in reality. Yeah, I just try to be more present now. Like when I go to the city on Wednesday, I won't be wearing my headphones. I don't wear headphones when I go on walks anymore. I don't wear headphones when I go to the city. I try to be present in the moment now, take in what's going on around me. Like I take my loops in case it gets quite overstimulating, but obviously I know people have different needs. Like people might get so overstimulated and stuff that they need to wear headphones and listen to something. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like shitting on that kind of stuff. Because like I say, I'll wear loops. When I go to the shopping centre, it's probably going to be bright, noisy and busy. And I'll probably put my loops in. And I'll take my blue tinted glasses with me in case the fluorescent lights get a bit too much, you know? But this is how it's going so far. Kind of just looks like the top of a frog's head. That's kind of where I'm at. So I have a little clasp here. And then I have the Junimo. I don't know, I think it probably would be better with like a wire or something. Because I do worry that all of this hanging off of a thread connected to a hook, I don't know how strong that's going to be. I feel like more of a metal wire type thing would give it a bit more sturdiness. But this is a prototype after all, and we'll see how I get on. But I'm probably going to go... I need to put my laundry in the tumble dryer, so I'm going to pack this up. I'm going to take it to work with me tomorrow, and I'm going to work on it on my lunch break, I think. I've been like, I take my tablet to work, or I have a sketchbook at work, and I draw in the lunch break, like in the lunchroom, kitchen, whatever it is, whatever you call it, at work now. And previously, I would have been way too stressed out to do that, because I would be so self-conscious. What are people thinking about what I'm doing? My brain, like critic voice would be like, how dare you sit here and sit in this room and draw in front of everyone? Oh, you really think you're like hot shit, huh? You're really sitting here drawing in front of everyone, basically being like showing off. Do you know what I mean? Like a horrible fucking critical voice. It does still do that, but I don't really listen to it. I don't like give it the attention it wants. Yeah, I don't give it the attention it wants anymore. So I'll just carry on. And my brain's like, oh, people are looking. They're probably like, oh, this is so disgusting. Oh, why is she even drawing? That looks like shit. She can't draw. But I'm just like, I'll just carry on. And it gets less. It actually gets less. The more you ignore it, it gets less. It's still there, but it's actually really helped me a lot making myself do that, because you come to realise that people don't really... I mean, they might think stuff in their head. They might think stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside people's heads. And I don't want to waste my time trying to imagine what's going on in people's heads. But a lot of the time people just carry on and get on with their own stuff. And sometimes people will say like, oh, you know, what are you drawing? Or, oh, you know, it's interesting to watch you drawing or something, which is really nice. But, you know, I actually haven't had anyone when I sit in the kitchen be like, ugh. You know, what your brain tells you is probably going to happen. It hasn't happened. And I mean, if someone did come along and was like, why are you drawing? That's shit. I mean, that would be a really horrible thing for them to say, and they clearly would have problems. Do you know what I mean? So why limit yourself? Yeah, that's helped me a lot. So I'm going to do the beaded thing. I haven't really done something like this at work before. I'm not taking it to work for that reason, to be like, show it off. It's more like a good challenge for me. You know, can I sit and do something like this? Because I always find it quite difficult. I see online people talk about like finding it difficult to be like perceived by other people. I don't know if that's the right like term. You know, people witnessing you being a person doing something. people struggle with that, and I feel like I struggle with that because if I'm doing something and then someone comes along or comes into the room, I get really like, I feel really weird, and I feel like I have to just stop what I'm doing, like stop it and put it away, or I get really self-conscious or like uncomfortable. I don't know why that is. So doing something like this, I feel like people are going to look at it. Because, of course, if I went to a room and someone was bead weaving, I would look, because I'd be like, oh, what are they doing? You know, I'd find it quite interesting, I think. So obviously people are going to look over because that's just what you do as a person. But previously I just wouldn't bother because I wouldn't want people to look at me in any capacity. So as a result, I'm going to take that, basically, long story fucking short, I'm going to take this to work with me, okay? Long story fucking short. But yeah, that was just a little bit of my evening. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. And I hope that you're looking after yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one.